Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Open Mic Night live at the ZoomBarDC. We've got an amazing show tonight. We've got Dave Sherman, Tom Mann, Megan, Ukoh, Scott, Ed, Crowley, Ardamus, Bill Sherman, and we're going to kick it off with Warren Hayford. So take it away, Warren.
I recall all them nights down in Mexico, one place I may never go in my life again. Was I off somewhere just too high? Like the soft breeze blowing up from the Caribbean, most Novembers I break down and cry. I can't remember if we said goodbye. I can't remember if we said goodbye.
That was nice, Warren.
Woo, that was beautiful.
Steve Earle, dude.
But,
Alan, yours?
No, that's Steve Earle.
hey, Warren,
Yeah.
your vocal could be louder,
Okay.
and your harmonica.
Cool. I could probably just adjust that here. Alrighty. And this one's called End of the Road. This one's one that I wrote. down my tattered hide. Got this gift and a curse, and it just keeps getting worse as I keep getting better. Each word that springs from my lips pierces like arrow tips into this tired old leather, and the blood drips down onto the cold hard ground. I stumble and fall. At the moment of truth, wrapped in a labyrinth of lies, it hardly seems an excuse. I hear the angels sowing cries. Got this hate in my heart, and it's tearing a hole that goes on forever. And now I'm lost in the dark, just searching for some control. But this time I know better, that there ain't no light at the end of that road. Ain't nothing at all. Ain't nothing at all. Nothing at all. There ain't nothing.
All right, good turn.
Thanks, Warren.
Yep. Thank you.
That was a great song.
Thank you
Really
very
like
much.
that. Let's see. Megan, do you want to go next?
I can go. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of just like oldies. I had this theme of doing some oldie doo-wop songs, so hope you enjoy them. I did you wrong. My heart went out to play. But in the game, I lost you. What a price to pay. Now I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Mistakes, I know I've made a few, but I'm only human. You make mistakes too. Now I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. I'm just about at the end of my road, but I can't stop crying. I can't give up hope, because I feel one day I'll hold you near, whisper I still love you until the bad day is here. I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby.
Bella. Bella.
Wonderful. That was wonderful.
You do a nice smoky.
Yeah,
That was a good Smoky.
That
Yeah.
was beautiful. Wow.
So I'm doing this other one I really enjoy performance too. It's called Stand By Me. Okay. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Any key, all right.
Very nice.
Yep.
That was great.
So beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Megan. Bill Sherman, you want to go next?
Sure, sure. Okay. So tonight's kind of thematic. They're both songs about being misused, but each one's from a different perspective. So, and this one was inspired by Scott's dad yelling "Freebird" last week, although it's not Freebird, it's Whippin' Post, but that's another song that I often heard yelled at concerts.
He also loves the Allman Brothers, so you are more than good.
Heck, who doesn't like the Allman Brothers? I've been run down I've been lied to. I don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. I took all my money, wrecked my new car, and I seen that woman and her good time buddies drinking in some crosstown bar. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, baby, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. All my friends tell me that I've been such a fool, and I got to stand by and take it, baby. Long for loving you, and I drown myself in sorrow when I look at what you've done. Nothing seems to change, the bad times still remain, and I can't run. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, baby. Tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
Great song.
Thank you.
I got my nice percussion ensemble set up in the background here. I don't know if you can see me, but I have a dollar store bowl and a kid's tambourine that I'm jamming out with.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dollar store bowl is my bass drum here. You can give it a little.
Well, you know, need a rhythm section, yeah.
Good job.
Now,
My dad says good job.
oh, well, thank you, Dad. So the other piece, actually, Ed, I'm sorry, I was watching the Cabin Fever series, and the first one was Next Time You See Me, and I thought it was appropriate, and also kind of fits in a little bit with Whip and Post, but from a different perspective. Well, next time you see me, things won't be the same. Next time you see me, baby, things won't be the same. And if it hurts you, my darling, you only got yourself to blame. Whether it's a true saying, all that shines is not gold. Yeah, it's a true saying, but all that shines is not gold. Yeah, well, like the good book says, you got to reap just what you sow. Well, you lie, you cheat, whoa, for so long. Well, you lie, you cheat, whoa, for so long, yeah. Another queen is on your throne. Well, next time you see me, things won't be the same. Next time you see me, things won't be the same. Yeah, and if it hurts you, my darling, you only got yourself to blame. Yeah, and if hurts you, my darling, you only got yourself to blame. Yeah, and if it hurts you, darling, you only got yourself to blame.
One of my favorites. One of my
Awesome.
favorites.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Bill.
You.
Let's see. Ardamus, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Go next. I feel like doing some improv tonight. I feel like freestyling.
Yay.
Getting my chat feature ready.
Yeah, so you guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me pretty well, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's fine.
Yeah, we got you.
All right. So yeah, just throw random words in the chat, and I'll try to freestyle about it. So. Okay. Let's see. Are you kidding then? Oblivion is the word that you feed me. I mean, I probably should have started off with the word kind of like needy. Like I needed that Grammy when I keep on standing in the hallway. Keep on blasting through my head at a ratio. Armageddon with the motivation of the end, bouncing down, up and down like a yo-yo. Let me pretend that made sense. Fireworks is what I try to spark with retired jerks when they try to forfeit radio twice. I'm going in between FM and AM. That's what I do while I stay in, blowing trees. Don't try to give me them M80s that will blow off my face. I didn't mean to put that right then in the rap. It was in the wrong place at the wrong time, like police with surveillance. You can't even say that I make this up. Is it makeshift? More than you probably have it with your flat face getting ran over by the rats in a race. Displace what I got, accordions. I try to make it kind of nice according to who, I don't know. I can't play that instrument. In college, I know I didn't get into it. I got a league full of justice players, superheroes that never been haters. Don't give me a sweater. It might get kind of crazy with the weather when it changes up right by the river. Don't want to get too close to my ghost while I'm sipping some liquor. Pull it down. Don't try to give me that word again, police, because I said it back then, not now. Over 9 minutes on his neck. Don't want to go for that because he gets all disrespect. I didn't watch the trial. I was kind of like, I don't want to see that. It's reality. No D now. You see now. No knock warrants. Those are 3 words together that I don't want to hear. I born in my mind, it won't happen during quarantine. That's kind of missing milk, kind of mean in my mind. Ice cream, I can't eat it, it will freeze my teeth. Thinking that I'm going to keep it nice, keep it brief like the candle. It's kind of dark in here, I can't handle you cream. That sounds kind of gross. No teams, I need to get a friends though. I'm trying to go down when I break it, no with a pencil. No water while you can't wait to vote. I might as well just say in line you might choke. I should probably try to reverse that bill. Badass how I do it with that nice skill, quite trill. A day at the beach is what I need then. Sex on the beach, I drink, just proceed in. The universe around me with the environments is gonna be nice. Yo, I can't retire, quit. Screech, rest in peace to you, man. I know he got screwed. Damn, Zach Morris was a jerk in real life. That was real triforian. That's how it did. It is non-congruent story. Non-congruent. I should have said it like that. Try to be a student. I don't have a wife. I just have a mic I can rap on. That's kind of crazy. Tequila. It should come with the cap that snaps on and off. Oh no, the daiquiri has got me feeling kind of nice. Instead of drinking, feeling kind of tacky. See, COVID in Mar-a-Lago. You talking about Trump again? Nah, bro. I don't want to even mention that. It's got me kind of saying, wish I had my pension back. So I could probably buy a voting machine that works and call Fifi. People who drink it are jerks. Yeah. So that's all. That's all we do.
Should be a game
That
show.
was
It
excellent.
really should be a game show. It's
Yeah,
so
I
much
put
better.
up a movie and then you thought that was going to be the worst word.
You know, only he and a few other people know what that word means.
What,
Yeah, I
what was
was
the word? What was the word you're discussing?
Oh, Pfeffy.
Oh
Covfefe.
yes, that is a cool
Oh, that was
line.
Covfefe. It's Covfefe?
Despite the
Yeah,
negative.
absolutely.
I don't know. It's only a word that he and a few other people know.
It's up to the rapper. It's,
It was
it's
a
at your
mistake.
discretion.
It was a Twitter typo by Trump that became a kind of meme. So
All right,
very
yeah.
cool.
I just you
By the
misspoke.
way, figure out a way to license the idea. I don't think BET or other places have
Nah, people.
have live talk rap things like they do with comedy. I mean,
no, there are a couple of them. There are a couple
there
of
are?
them. That do- Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
there are
Oh,
rap
that's hip.
contests
Yeah, that's
on
cool.
TV now.
I mean, maybe not like this, but yeah, there are a couple. There's
freestyle
variations of it.
rap contests.
Do you? Oh yeah.
Battles, all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
battles.
battling
But
is different
this
now.
is very hip to be able to spit at you and then you spit back at us. It's just
Yeah. I thought this was really cool.
That was
2,000
incredible,
hours.
Ardamus.
that was very
totally
cool.
Thank you.
Here,
By the
man.
way-
actually, I'm an old man. I thought it was groovy.
I
By
appreciate
the
it.
way, a spit rap battle is central part of the Hamilton musical you can see on Disney.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
It's
My
really
mom's been trying to get
cool.
me to watch it.
It's really good. I recommend it.
Oh yeah. I might check it out soon. Definitely. But thank y'all. I just wanted to do that.
It was
man.
good. It was
Oh,
good.
thank you so much. Loved it. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Tom Mann, do you want to go next?
Again, sure. Thank you. Now for something completely different. Every time this part of the year rolls around, that is the week before Easter, which Christians call Holy Week, I remember a defining moment in my life that took place on Holy Thursday back in 1964. It's going on almost, about 60 years ago. And we all, I think, have some moment in our life where you look back in your life and you think there were the moments before that and the moments after that. And for me, this happened on that night. I was raised in a very, very staunch Irish Catholic community where guilt was the greatest enjoyment in life. I mean, self-sabotage, self-flagellation. It was pretty much, I'm joking about it, but it was serious stuff. And there is in the Catholic Church a sin created by Thomas Aquinas, as if there aren't enough already, called sins against the Holy Ghost. And these are so bad that God himself can't forgive them. Because to doubt God's mercy pisses God off so much, he withholds his mercy and he hits you with the biggest justice, and that's hell. Absolutely. You could go to Africa for the rest of your life and solve malaria, you're still going to hell. So I went to confession at 16 and I thought, wait a minute, I'm going to hell anyway. Why am I going to confess? But I was in the habit. So I went to confess and I picked the worst priest in North America to go to because he was just waiting for some sucker like me to come along and toy with. And he said, oh my God, this is serious, son. You're going to have to come and see me every 2 weeks, but not here in the confessional, in my private office. I think you can pretty much guess where this is going, but it didn't go that way. He never laid a hand on me, but he used to brain mess me every 2 weeks for about 4 years, to the point where I was convinced that I really was going to hell. And then as fate would have it, he was reassigned from our parish to the college I was going to down the street, where I used to see him every day. And I, in fact, had a class from him. By now, I'm just about going crazy because I see this guy and all I think is, I'm going to hell. He's trying to help me, but he doesn't have any mojo with God. God's going to just send me down the tubes. Finally, I was going to confession every night. And one night he wasn't in, so I'm just in a panic. I found another priest on campus and I said, can you hear my confession? And he looked at me like, it's 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Can't this wait till Saturday? Would you commit murder? Well, I spilled it to him what was going on. And with that, a whole bunch of things cascaded out. One of which was the clergy surrounded this priest and he was never touched. He was just sort of moved gently away. And I was left hung out to dry. Now people wonder, how can a young man who's, fairly intelligent, fall into this. And I don't know the answer for others. It's just you get sucked into a black hole and you can't get out. And as it happened, I backed into a career in public relations for 40 some years after that. And I got to say, the Catholic Church is probably the greatest public relations organization in the world, because they can make you think that if it's coming from someone in a Roman collar, it's okay. Well, anyway, by now I was catatonic. I could barely walk. I would go to school, stare out the window and drool, go home at night, have dinner, stare out the window and drool. And so my college and my parents had a conference to which I was not invited. And my college was very solicitous. They said, Mr. and Mrs. Mann, your son desperately needs to see a psychiatrist. But Mr. and Mrs. Mann, be sure it's a Catholic psychiatrist. Somebody who's as batshit crazy as the rest of us are. So I went to the Catholic psychiatrist. On the strength of a 10-minute interview, he checked off all the boxes. Turn him into a zombie with drugs, lock him up on the psych ward, electric shock therapy every other day. And thank God it wasn't 30 years before, because he probably would have checked the box lobotomy. And so on Holy Thursday night, 1964, March 26th, it's in my calendar, my parents dropped me off, did the paperwork. I was escorted up and into the locked ward, at which point the head nurse handed me a basket and said, put your belt, razor blade, and shoelaces in the basket. I said, what on earth for? She said, well, you're a suicide risk. I said, I'm not a suicide risk. I'm going to hell. I'm in no hurry to get there. And she said, no, you, in our professional estimation, you are a very high suicide risk. So we need to take all of your weapons from you. By now, the antidepressants that they had fed me were kicking in, and I could feel myself turning into a zombie, like Hal in 2001, just slowly getting foggier and foggier. So I put the implements of death in the basket and was escorted to my room. And at 6 o'clock the next morning, I was awakened by 3 zombies dressed all in white. White hats, white masks, white garbs, and pushing in an implement that was covered in white. And while one zombie put Vaseline on my temple, another one put a rubber brick in my mouth, and another one shot me up with sodium pentothal. And I was out and given the first of the whole series of electric shocks. And I don't know how long I was out, because, I mean, if you look at your watch going under, you forget by the time you come out. But it was when I came awake that I saw outside the window, framed right dead center, was the dome of the St. Paul Cathedral, the second biggest Catholic church in America. It's big. And I was so imbued in the Catholic worldview that I prayed to God, God, I'm so sorry I can't spend 3 hours with you on the cross this Good Friday like I always used to do. There's actually a service where you spend Good Friday afternoon while Jesus was on the cross, praying and meditating and weeping and kissing plastic statues. And I prayed to God that I hope a year from now I can make up for it and be there and be at the side of the cross while you suffer your torment. And then I remembered the story of the good thief that Jesus said, this afternoon, you will be with me in paradise. And I thought, that can never happen to me because I'm going to hell. I was convinced. And I marked that as the very bottom of the pit. And I didn't start to heal for another year. And I knew I was starting to heal when I could begin to think, I'm not the crazy son of a bitch here. They are. The Archbishop and a whole bunch of them, they're batshit crazy. And I was very fortunate because a friend of mine from high school, his family owns a town in Montana, St. Mary's, Montana. So the eastern entrance to Glacier Park. He said, hey, why don't you go out and work here this summer? Every year they used to hire 120 college students. So I did, and that really was the beginning of my healing, which is a whole other story. But I can't help think about that every time Easter rolls around. Like, how did they get away with it? And they still do. And I was never touched. But you can brain fuck somebody just as easily as you can physically abuse them. And looking back, I resent myself for being so naive. But our numbers are in the tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands going back over the centuries. It's just the greatest public relations scam ever invented. Amen.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Wow.
It's terrible,
Tom, it was really powerful. I've actually done a lot of reporting on both of these issues. I did want to, when you said it was, first of all, as a piece of narrative, it's very powerful. I posted, by the way, James Carroll, who's friends with my family in Boston, has a new book out and gave some very powerful interviews about how fucked up the Catholic Church is on Christiana Anapur show, and I posted in chat. When you said brain fucking or mind fucking, what did you mean? What was the person doing? Or what kind of dialogue was the person trying to engage in to screw around with you, or that's too traumatic and you don't want to raise it? I don't want to violate
what he did
privacy.
was, he said, you cannot commit a sin. Anything you could go shoot somebody and it won't be your sin. It will be on me, said the priest. There's only one sin you can commit: masturbation. If you commit masturbation, you go to hell. So no way I'm not even sure I knew what masturbation was.
Right.
I was rejected, but it became the center of my life. Do not masturbate. And I thought about it so much that I couldn't function. I mean, I just became obsessed with it over a period of 4 years, to the point. And finally, I'm surprised that it took 4 years for it all to pile up, but that's what happened.
And then you were involuntarily committed and given these 1960s era psychiatric torture, some of which is in my book, Mental Health Inc., is very, very shocking. And I'm so glad.
No pun intended, Arthur.
What?
No pun intended. Shocking.
Yes, no pun intended. And one of my first investigative pieces was about both psychosurgery and electroshock. And oh my God. Anyway, Tom, I'm glad you're what they call in the field that I did a lot of reporting, a psychiatric survivor. There's entire survivor communities as well as survivor communities for abuse. And in some ways you're combining both of those, and I'm glad you made a good life for yourself. So thank you, and you got to tell us these wonderful stories.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Wow, great, amazing. Thank you. Okay, Dave Sherman, do you want to go next?
Sure. Actually, I'm going to start it off actually with a little Catholic story. My wife was raised Catholic, and her brothers and all, and her younger brother came home and announced that Father, whatever his name was, wanted him to be an altar boy. And my mother-in-law said, "Oh, sure, that's okay." My father-in-law said, "Not over my dead body. You are not going to be an altar boy." I guess he knew something, huh? Anyway, I'm going to do a couple originals tonight, because that, a lot of originals are done here. So. Well, my baby tried to make me something that I'm not. I try my best to please her, but there's something she forgotten that is just not me. It's just not me. But it's just not me to change because you want me to. Well, I tried to change my car, she tried to change my clothes. I said, "Look at here now, baby, all this change has got to go." But it's just not me. But it's just not me. But it's just not me to change because you want me to. but it's just not me. It's just not me. But it's just not me. It's just not me. But it's just not me to change because you want me to. Horses and all the king's men couldn't put it back together for my baby again, but it's just not me. But it's just not me. It's just not me to change because you want me to. But it's just not me. It's just not me. Just not me, but it's just not me, but it's just not me to change because you want me to.
Been a while
Go,
since
Pops.
it's just not me.
Pops. But ain't you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to do My Little Baby, which Ed and I did the other night at the Chevrolet American Legion Hall. And yeah, it was a good time. It was had by all. It was really good. It was nice to play out, and Ed and I played real well together and had a good time. So, and it was good food trucks there too. So sweet, my little baby. She's so sweet, my little baby. She's so sweet, my little baby. She's so sweet, my little baby. My little baby, she's so sweet to me. My little baby, she's so sweet to me. She's the cream in my coffee and the sugar that I put in my tea. You know I love my baby 'cause she's so sweet to me. She's so sweet when she's walking on down the aisle. When she sees all the fellas and she stops and she gives them a smile. You know I love my baby since she kissed all the fellas goodbye. She's so sweet, my little baby. 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 My little baby, she's so sweet to me. My little baby, well, she wakes me in the morning with a kiss. She's my real gone lover, and you know I could never resist. You know I love my baby 'cause she's my little miss. She's so sweet, my little baby. 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 My little baby, she's so sweet to me.
Yeah,
Dave.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed.
Love that song. Scott, you
Yeah.
out there? You want to go
Yep.
next?
Yeah, sure. All right, let's get this set up real quick. So I don't have my piano set up right now just because we went to see some family friends who are in our bubble over the weekend for the other holiday that is happening right now. Well, I'm sure there are plenty, but one of the other holidays happening right now, which is Passover. So what I'm doing today, as soon as my speaker participates, is I have some tracks that I made in GarageBand on my iPhone. So I'm going to sing along with a bunch of other me's for the first one, and then I'm going to sing along with a bunch of other me's and some MIDI instruments for the second one. This first one is a cover. The band is called Lake Huron. The song is called The Night We Met. And if the balance is weird, someone throw something in the chat and let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that. Perfect, thanks. I'm not the only traveler who has not repaid his debts. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. And then I can't tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then I can't tell myself not to ride along with you. I had all of them, most of you, some, and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. When the night was full of terrors and your eyes were filled with tears. When you had not touched me yet. Take me back to the night we met. I had all of them, most of you, some, and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met.
You did that on your phone, your GarageBand?
Yeah, that's GarageBand's iPhone. It's more powerful than you'd think. But
Yeah, it's
all
impressive.
all of those are me. The beatboxing is me too.
Whoa, whoa!
cool.
All
Wow.
the voices
How
are
many-
yours. All the voices are yours.
And how many
Yep.
tracks is that?
So did you basically sang in a higher register and then multi-tracked yourself?
Yeah, I can tell you in a second. I can pull up the actual project because that was just playing the MIDI track. It is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tracks.
Wow.
On your phone. Wow.
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
So
you can all these things, all these vocals in here.
So how many were at the same exact notes, and how many were higher notes that you were singing?
I didn't double any of the tracks on this just because it would have taken too long. So these are all different parts.
These are all different parts, and so you chose different notes and registers. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
So basically, you're doing on your iPhone what the Beatles took them until like the late '60s to be able to do in their studio.
Oh, there's a lot of power in here, but so this part of the reason that this is something that I do is because when I was in college, I was the primary arranger for my a cappella group. So
wow.
I did probably like 25 arrangements for them. So the next song, also all of the tracks are in GarageBand on my phone, but not all of them are my voice. Some of them are the pre-built in instruments in GarageBand. So I'm going to pull that up. Was the balance okay on that?
Yeah.
Good.
Balance good?
You could bring your orchestra up.
All right.
A little bit, yeah.
Nope, you got music again. All right. This is another song which is appropriate for the age of COVID. This is called Touch Less. That loud enough for the background?
Lately I've been thinking about you and me, and late nights you've been drinking and calling me up on the weekends. You say come over, even though it's 3:30, 'cause you're not sober. You could use a little company. Should I stop, drop, and roll with the punches? 'Cause we both know that you want this, but I think you got my intentions all wrong. If we could just touch less and talk more, then we could go back to how it was before. Don't you put your hands on my body, call me a baby, I'm not that anymore. If we could just touch less and talk more. And lately you've been quiet. You've been acting like I hurt you. You say you don't mind it, but your actions say more than your words. So you say you don't want to talk about it, but there's so much left unsaid. You still want to walk around here till you end up in my bed. But I can't just stop, drop, and roll with the punches, 'cause we don't know how bad you want this. If I step back, relax, and the thoughts around you. Come on, let's just touch less and talk more. Then we could go back to how it was before. Don't you put your hands on my body, call me a baby, I'm not that anymore. Let's just touch less and talk more. Saying we broke up 3 months ago. Girl, you gotta just move on and let this go. Every time I say goodbye, it goes unheard. So please tell me, why can't we just use our words? Yeah, we gotta touch less and talk more. Then we could go back to how it was before. Don't you put your hands on my body, call me a baby, I'm not that anymore. So we can just touch less and talk more. Touch less and talk more. Yeah. Let's touch less, talk a little more. Touch less and talk more. Come on, let's just touch less and talk more. Mm-hmm.
Very nice, Scott.
Very cool.
Wow. That was awesome.
Did you write that one?
Yeah, that one's mine.
No, that's
When
good.
was it written?
Very good.
It was written actually before the pandemic, when I was still working in my office and walked into the bathroom to wash my hands. and saw the touchless paper towel dispenser and said, huh, touch less. What a good title for a song.
Oh my God, what amazing.
That's a great song,
It was a
Scott.
good-
Wow.
Wait, what was or is your day job?
My day job is I am a product analyst for the multiple listing service in our area, which for those of you who know what a multiple listing service is, you know what it is. There, generally, you either know exactly what it is or you've never heard of it. If you've never heard of it, the multiple listing service is basically the point of origin for residential listing data. That's the main thing it does. It does a bunch of other things for realtors, but like if you're buying a house on Zillow or Trulia or whatever,
from the
where that data starts and where the realtors put in all the stuff.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
What an unusual inspiration. I mean, that's a songwriter's mind. You're always alert for the phrase like, this is a little vulgar, but like, hold on, I'm coming, came from the two songwriters in Stax Volts, and one was in the car, the other was in the restroom. He said, hurry up, let's go. He said, hold on, I'm coming. And that became the title of the song. So, you know, you're alert for these phrases, and that was really smart and well done.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ed, do you want to go next?
I'd be happy to. Yep. All right. I'm going to do a James and Bobby Purify song. Pull the string and I'll wink at you. I'm your puppet. I'll do funny things if you want me to. I'm your puppet. I'm yours to have and hold. Darling, you got full control of your puppet. Pull them little strings and I'll kiss your lips. I'm your puppet. Snap your fingers and I'll turn some flips. I'm your puppet. Every wish is my command. All you gotta do is wiggle your little hand. I'm your puppet. I'm your puppet. I'm just a toy, just a funny boy. Makes you laugh when you're blue. I'll be wonderful, do just what I'm told. I'll do anything for you, 'cause I'm your puppet. I'm your puppet. Just pull them little strings and I'll sing you a song. I'm your puppet. Make me do right, make me do wrong. I'm your puppet. Treat me good and I'll do anything. I'm just a puppet, you hold my string. I'm your puppet. You're walking, talking, kissing and loving puppet. I'll do anything 'cause I'm hanging on a string. I'm your puppet. I'm your puppet. I'm your puppet.
I really like that when you do that, Ed. I think that comes out really well with your voice and with the ukulele.
Thank you.
I have to head out. It was all great. And Tom, I sent you via chat an article I did about my mother and over medication. And anyway, thanks so much. I got to run for some reporting I got to do, but it was really great. And I'll watch the full thing on replay.
Thanks,
Thank
Arthur.
you so much. Bye.
All right. Okay. Next song is a Bobby Blue Bland song. When you got a headache powder ease the pain. And when you try to rest, Lord, you feel all right again. And when you get a backache, little rubbing see you through. But when you get a heartache, there's nothing you can do. A man can't break a stone, so he tries another lip. Iceman can't break ice slow, so he gets another pick. Electric lights go out, but can a light see you through? But when you get a heartache, there ain't nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. When you get a heartache, there's nothing you can do. When you meet a friend, you smile because you're glad. And when a friend deceives you, you know it makes you feel so bad. And when you lose a loved one, man, you feel so blue. And then you got a heartache, and there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. When you got a heartache, there's nothing you can do. Sometimes I feel so lonely. Sometimes I feel so blue. Oh, in the daytime, in the nighttime too. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do.
Two great songs tonight, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Gantt, you ready to close us out for the night?
Oh, sure.
Gantt's always the closer.
Always the closer. I'm scared to go before anybody else.
He listens to the old sales maxim, always be closing.
That's okay, because you're a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Indeed.
the truth? Yeah, I would not want to. Yeah, no.
All right, so I'm not going to sing with myself, but I am going to play with myself, so to speak.
Whoa.
That's a whole.
There's another
Great,
song
Joe.
title, Scott. There's another
Got
song
my
title.
backing track.
Billy Idol already got that with dancing with myself. That's pretty much about that.
I think the Who beat him to it, but that's okay.
And again,
right,
you
so
know.
This is my medley of old rock and roll songs. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, you said you was high class. You know that was just a lie. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, but that was just a lie. They said you was high class, but that was just a lie. You ain't never caught the rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a dog, friend of mine. Well, come on over, baby, there's a whole lot of shaking going on. Come on over, baby, there's a whole lot of shaking going on. I ain't faking, a whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah, I said come on over, baby, we got chicken in the barn. Come on over, baby, we got the bull by the horn. Ain't faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Well, come on over, baby, whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah, come on over, baby, whole lot of shaking going on. I ain't faking, a whole lot of shaking going on. I ain't faking, a whole lot of shaking going on.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why he goes last.
Yeah. That's why I never want to follow
That
him.
son of a
Thanks for the
gun.
guitar lesson.
Yeah, really.
Thank you. Thank you all.
That was awesome. Perfect. What a great way to close out the night. Thanks, everybody,
Yeah.
for another great open mic night live at the ZoomBarDC.
Thank you,
Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marie-Louise.
You're welcome. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Bill.
Good to see everybody.
Bye,
Do it
everybody.
without you,
I'll
Marie-Louise.
see you next time.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Warren.
Happy Passover.
Bye-bye.
See you all next Tuesday.
See you next week. Thanks.
Yep.
Bye.